Hello! A couple of days late making this, but got another Scrawlrbox. Arrived the other day and then I was working and had stuff to do, so I haven't been able to open it yet. But I'm very keen to get stuck in, see what we've got this month. So let's do exactly that. Trying to work out what it feels or sounds like. It's moderately weighty. It's maybe pencils. Not sure. Let's see. Looks like there's a few things in there. Pens, maybe. They feel chunky. Let's see what the artwork is. Oh, that's kind of cool. If you can see that very well, but there's some texture going on in this. It's obviously a white paint marker, I think that's what that is. Who's this by? I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that, to be honest, so I won't try. I'll probably butcher it. But there's socials just there. Do like the particularly like the lemons actually on that. But let's what sort of paper is it? Marker paper. Okay, so pens probably. They feel more like pens. They're quite chunky. 10 sheets, only 75 GSM. That's really. Oh, the alcohol markers. That's very thin paper. What it looks like. Let's get all that out, get the box out of the way. Let's have a little look-see in this little package. Okay, have we had these exact markers before, or am I thinking of something else? I think we might have had them, but in different colours. So we've got, oh, it's not a paint marker, it's a jelly roll, which, I mean, let's be honest, we've had loads of these in Scrawlrboxes. I've still got at least 2. A Pigma Micron 0.8. It's quite a chunky one. What's this? I feel like we've had this exact thing before as well. Might be misremembering it, but I definitely haven't gone out and bought one of these, and I own one, so what colour are these markers? Are they, oh, chisel and a bullet, which I always prefer a brush nib, I've got to be honest. So we've got I don't have colour names, just numbers. That looks like a sort of light green, a yellow, orange, grey, and brown, and a blue. So not a particularly, it's sort of a limited colour palette, but not, I can't work out the logic behind it. What sort of colour scheme they're going for. It's all quite nice stuff, but I feel like we've had everything in this box before. Maybe I'm wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we might have had a set of these that were all sort of grey tones. I've definitely had a Micron, definitely had a jelly roll, and I really think we've had one of these. But I mean, they're very nice. It's got a nice bit of weight to it and stuff. It's all nice stuff, but if you've subscribed for a long time, you'll have seen all of it before. It smells like a sort of lime sweet. But let's have a look at the zine. Oh, what's that on there? So yeah, all this stuff. Oh, I've got a cat incoming. Bit more information there as always, and it is a lime boiled sweet. that in my tin. I've got a little tin that I carry around with me with boiled sweets in, which is a bit old lady-ish, but I don't really care. I like having my tin of sweets. But anyway, sit down with the artist. They're always a fun read. Enjoy those. Swatching, limited palette. Create new colours. I find it harder to blend when there's no brush nib as well. I have to say this. I always prefer a brush nib. I don't know many people who prefer a bullet to a brush, but it probably depends on the type of things you want to be drawing and colouring. Blending, some notes. Looks like a little project you can try, sort of stained glass window type thing. It's quite fun. I mean, even on this example piece, you can see the nib, the sort of, see the lines in the work from where the nib's just been drawn, like coloured in sections and stuff. It's obviously been blended with the blue, and it's, you can tell, can't you? It's not a very smooth finish, but I'll swatch them in a minute, see how I get on. This was not done with these pens that we've been given. We can see it's got a, oh, that's not that, that looks like a pomegranate or something. Got some artist advice. Oh, and the Scrawler Gallery. Oh, I liked this box. I've got a bit of catching up to do. Oh, this is cool. I like that. Some really lovely stuff. Any names I recognise? Zoe Tubbs. Oh, Paul Bainbridge. Yeah, don't know a lot of these names, but some lovely artwork. That's quite stunning. Paul's is lovely. Oh yeah, the prompt was golden hour, so I think people have captured that very well. What were the top three? Oh, Lucy Locks. That's oh, that's cool. Really lovely stuff. Need to get those markers out again and have another play. Staff Stash. What's this? Okay, a little look in Chris's art stash. Greener Creativity, so I guess that's some piece about sort of environmentally friendly art supplies and habits. Be an interesting read. But there we go. What's the prompt this month? Citrus Serpent. Okay, that's quite prescriptive, really, isn't it? I'm sure you can get creative with it, but it's not as open-ended as a lot of the other prompts we've had. Scrawlers, things are getting zesty. This month's challenge pairs juicy colours with the slithery creation of our featured artist for inspiration. Think snakes tangled in lemon slices, bright oranges and greens, peel-like textures and a whole lot of curve. Sweet, sour or a little bit spicy. Soak up those citrus vibes, bold colours, pattern and movement. We can't wait to see what you squeeze out of this one. Be quite fun. That's a bit different. Let's give these a little swatch. See what this paper's like. What's this? Doesn't say what softness the pencil is. No. Chunky lead. It's probably not lead, is it? But no. Feels quite soft. Yeah, look, very smudgy, which doesn't go all that well with alcohol markers, in my opinion, unless you're using, well, at least not for sort of an under sketch, because it just picks up the just gets picked up by the pen nibs. But I say you can get some quite thin lines, but I don't know how you would go about sharpening that once it wears down. Maybe you can put it in a normal, well, an oversized pencil sharpener, or a knife maybe. It'd be quite nice for sketching with. I'm just not entirely sure it's the best thing to go with the alcohol markers. It's a very nice thing anyway. Pigma Micron. Get my words right. Always very nice. That's not going to show up. I will try that over the top of some of these pens in a moment. So we've got is there any way to determine which end is? No, just the pictures. Oh, it's a nice bright yellow, which is good. Is this going through the paper? Oh, definitely on that side, but I wonder how careful I need to be with the sheet underneath. Probably if you were doing more than one layer. No, look, there is a slight difference. I think the bullet nib end has a black bit and the chisel end is grey in the gap between the barrel and then the lid. So that's quite handy. Some nice colours so far. Good for some sort of subtle shadows and things. Oh, it's a very dark brown. That's kind of good though. There's no black. Well, there's the micron. Oh, this looks in a bigger patch. It almost is a black, isn't it? It's very, very dark brown. Nice. No. Nice deep blue. Let's try good to leave these lines a moment, because quite often find they go on and they look quite bright white, at least on top of the right colours, but then it sort of sinks into all the, either that sinks into the ink underneath or the ink, and they don't stay as bright white as when you first apply the ink, the gel. Yeah, see it's gone sort of orangey, so I need a couple of layers maybe, but be good enough to add some highlights and things. There. And that goes over them just fine. Can't really see it very well on the brown. What about the pencil? Let's have a little go at blending, which going to work all that well with these colours, to be honest. Not really, it's a very distinct line where that stops, and now I've got orange on this brush. It's just coming out streaky, so clean that. So yeah, not great for blending. Maybe if it's just a sort of smaller line to some shading. No, it's very blocky. It's still not going onto this page, so that's good. Yes, decent enough box. It's starting to get to the point where a lot of the things we're getting in boxes I've had in a box before, which I've subscribed for about 5 years now, so that's kind of inevitable, I guess. But I mean, I can think of loads of stuff we've never had, which I have offered up as suggestions. But yeah, I think we've had these exact brands and items, all of them before, just the markers with different colours. But there's definitely a good amount of supplies. I think these are Marabou ones. It's an interesting colour selection. It works well with the citrus theme or prompt, citrus snake. So I think it'll be a fun box. I'm really itching to get something different. I want to try something new, which I haven't got out of a Scrawlrbox for quite a long time now. So it does make me question the sort of value I'm getting out of it. Not the value of the box, but just because I've subscribed for so long, I don't know how much value it holds for me when I'm getting a lot of the same stuff. But I will persevere, see what comes next month, and I will have some fun with these markers. So yeah, be interesting to see or to hear what sort of things you might like to see in a Scrawlrbox if you were getting them, or if you do get them. I think one of the things I suggested was pan pastels, because we've had a lot of pastel sticks and sort of charcoal sticks and pencils, but I struggle to use them because of the sort of sensory experience of dragging them along the page or whatever. And I think pan pastels with like a soft applicator might be a very different experience for me, and one I could enjoy a lot more. And it's something I've never tried, so that would be really fun. So yeah, Scrawlrbox, if by some miracle you're watching, maybe give that a thought. Anyway, either way, I'll still have fun with these. So my complaints are based purely on the fact that I've had it all before because I've subscribed for so long, not on any of the actual items or anything like that. It's a great box. I'm just like I said, itching for something new. So, and the prompt's really fun. It's sometimes I almost prefer it when it's a bit more, like I said, you can be creative with it, but it's a bit more prescriptive than something like Golden Hour, for example. So yeah, it'd be interesting. And maybe I'll actually make a video this month, me doing the prompt. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching, as always. Much appreciated. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you again soon. Thank you. Bye bye.